he will come straight, acutely home to him. Tell him his pranks have been too broad to bear with, and that your grace hath screened and stood between much heat and him. I'll silence me even here. Pray you be round with him.
Mother! Mother! Mother!
I'll warrant you. Fear me not. Withdraw. I hear him coming. Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mommy, thou have my father much offended.
Come, come. You answer with idle tongue.
Go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What's the matter now?
Have you forgot me?
No, by the brood. Not so. You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife. And would it were not so, you are my mother.
Nay then, I'll set those to you that can speak.
Come, and sit you down. You shall not budge. You go not till I set you up a glass, where you may see the inmost part of you.
Ah! What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me! Help, ho!
What, so hey?
How now, a rat? Dead for a ducat, dead!
Oh, I'm slain!
Oh me, what hast thou done?
Nay, I know not. Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed this is!
A bloody deed? Almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry his wife.
As kill a king?
Aye, lady, it was my word. Thou wretched rat, intruding fool, farewell. I took thee for thy better. Shut up! Take thy fortune, thou find'st to be too busy in some danger.
Why you to do this, Hamlet?
Leave wringing of your hands. Peace, sit you down and let me wring your heart. For so I shall if it be made of penetrable stealth. If dad's custom had not braced it so that it be proof and bulwark against sense.
Ah! Hamlet, what have I done to you to make you so mean? Why you talk to me rudely? I'm just your mommy, and you're being such a meanie pants to me!
That blurs the grace and blush of modesty, calls virtue hypocrite. Take off the rose of the fair forehead. From the fair forehead and of innocent love, and set the blister there. Makes marriage vows as false as dice as oath. Oh, such a deed as from the body of contraction plucks the very soul. A sweet religion makes a rhapsody of words. Heaven's face does glow over the salinity, and come out mass with heated visage as against the tomb, not sick at the act.
Ay me, what act that roars so loud and thunders in index?
Look here, upon this picture, and on this the counterfeit presentment of two brothers. See what a grace was seated on his brow. Hyperion's curls the front of Jove himself, and I like Mars, to threaten and command a station like the herald Mercury, new lighted on a heaven-kissing hill. A combination and a form indeed where every god did seem to set his seal to give the world assurance of a man. This was your husband! Look you now what follows. Here is your husband! Like a mildewed ear, blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Could you on this fair mountain leave to feed and batten on this moor? Ha! Have you eyes? You cannot call it love, for at your age the heyday and the blood is tame, it's humble and wait upon the judgment, and what judgment would step from this to this? Sense sure you have, else could you not have motion, but sure that sense is apoplexed, for madness would not err, nor sense to ecstasy, war ne'er so thralled, but it reserves some quantity of choice to serve in such a difference. What devil was that thus hath cozened you at hoodman blind? Eyes without feeling, feeling without sight, ears without hands or eyes, smelling sands all, or but a sickly part of one true sense could not so mope. Oh shame, where's thy blush? Rebellious hell, if thou canst butine in a matron's bones to flaming youth, let virtue be as wax and melt in her own fire. Arg! Proclaim no shame with that compulsive ardor. Gives the charge since frost itself as actively doth burn and reason panders will. Arg!
Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turns my eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black and grained spots as will not leave their tint.
Live in the ranks, sweat out of an seamed bed, stewed in corruption, honeying and making love over thy nasty sty.
Oh, speak to me no more! These words, like daggers, enter my ears no more, sweet Hamlet!
Murder in a villain, a slave that is not 20th part of the tenth of your precedent lord, a vice of kings, a cut purse of the empire, and the rule that from a shelf the precious diadem stole and put it in his pocket.
No more!
A king of shreds and patches? Save me, and hover over me with your wings, you heavenly gods. What would your gracious figure?
Alas, he's mad!
Do you not come your tawny son to chide, that lapsed in time and passion? Let's go by the important acting of your dread command. Oh, say!
Do not forget, this visitation is but to end a almost blunted purpose. But look, amazement by thy mother sits. O step between her and her fighting soul. Concede to the weakest body's strongest words. Speak to her, Hamlet.
How is with you, lady?
How is it with you that you do bend your eye on vacancy and with the incorporeal air do hold discourse? Forth at your eyes, your spirits widely peep, and as the sleeping soldier in the alarm, your bedded head in the loving start up and stand an end, O gentle sun.
The heat?
And flame of thy distemper, sprinkle cool patience. Whereon do you look?
On him! On him! Look you how pale he glares! His former cause could join, preaching to stones, would make them capable. Do you not look upon me, lest with this piteous act you convert my stern effects? Then what I have to do will want true color, tears perchance for blood.
To whom do you speak this?
Do you see nothing there?
No, nothing at all. Yet all that I see.
Nor did you nothing hear?
No, nothing but ourselves.
Why, look you there! Look how it steals away my father in his habit, as he lived! Look where he goes, even now out at the portal!
The very coinage of your brain. This bodiless creation, ecstasy, is very coming in.
Ecstasy, my pulse as yours doth temperately keep time and makes as healthful music. It is not madness that I have uttered. Bring me to the test, and I, the matter, will reward which madness would gamble from. Mother, for love of grace, lay not that flattering unction to your soul that you trespass, but my madness speaks. It will but skin and film the ulcerous place, whilst rank corruption mining all within. Infects unseen, confess yourself to heaven. Repent what's past. What is to come?
Ow, Hamlet!
And do not spread the compost on the weeds to make them ranker. Forgive me, this is my virtue, for in the fatness of these pursy times, virtue itself of vice was pardoned. Beg ye and curb and woo for leave to do him good.
Oh, Hamlet! Thou hast left my hand in twain!
Oh, throw the worst upon it and live the purer with the other half. Good night, but go not to my uncle's bed, assume it virtue, if you have it not. That monster custom, who all sense doth eat it, of habits devil is angel yet in this, that to the use of actions fair and good, he likewise gives a frock of or livery that aptly is put on. Refrain tonight, and that shall lend a kind of easiness to the next abstinence. The next more easy for use, almost can change the stamp of nature in either the devil or throw him out with wondrous potency. Once more, good night, and when you are desirous to be blessed, I'll blessing beg of you for this same Lord. I do repent, but heaven hath pleased it, so to punish me with this, and this with me, that I must be their scourge and minister. I will bestow him, and will answer well with the death I gave him. So again, good night. I must be cruel only to be kind. This bad begins and worse remains behind. One more good word, lady. Hello.
Okay, we got it.
Not this by no means that I bid you do. Let the blow king tempt you again to bed. Pinch a wonton on your cheek, call you his mouse, and let him for a pair of breechy kisses or paddling in your neck with his damned fingers, make you to ravel all this matter, out that I essentially am not in madness, but in craft. Twere good you let him know, for who that's but a queen fair, sober, wise, would from a paddock, from a bat, a gib, such dear concerning hide, who would do so? No, in despite of sense and secrecy, unpeg the basket on the house's top, let the birds fly, and like the famous aim to try conclusions in the basket, creep and break your own neck down!
Be thou assured, if words be made of breath and breath of life, I have no life to breathe. What thou hast he said to?
I must to England, you know that?
Alack, I had forgot. 'Tis so concluded on.
There's letters sealed, and my two schoolfellows, whom I will trust, as I will, adders fanged, they bear the mandate. They must sweep my way and marshal me to knavery. Let it work, for 'tis the sport to have the engineer hoist with his own petard, and shall go hard. But I will delave 1 yard below their minds and blow them at the moon. Oh, 'tis most sweet when in one line 2 crafts directly meet. This man shall set me packing, I'll lug the guts into the neighbor room. Mother, good night indeed. 'Tis this counselor is now most still, most secret, and most grave, who was in life a foolish, prating knave. Come, sir,
Good night,
To
my
draw-
beautiful son. Good night.
to draw toward an end with you. Good night, mother.
Good night, my beautiful son.
We're done. Mother, I'm sorry this all had to happen.
You're not a man. Let me do this for you.
Okay, Mom. Here, hold on a second.
Get out of here.
Good night, Mommy.
Good night.
Good job.